Top story on this Thursday morning, a now former Providence school administrator expected in court this morning on a charge of assault. And 12 News reporter Kate Walsh is joining us live after we heard from some school officials from the city and the state.
And we now know that Olayinka Alege resigned from his position with Providence Public Schools on Wednesday. The 40-year-old is accused of inappropriately touching a boy's foot at a gym in Warwick, and Warwick police arrested him earlier this week on Monday, which is why we're live outside Kent County Courthouse in Warwick this morning, where he's expected to be arraigned later today on a charge of simple assault or battery, which is considered a misdemeanor. Now, according to police records, on April 20th, Alege approached a young man, asked about his gym shoes, picked up the teen's foot, took his shoe off, and allegedly started massaging it for about 40 seconds at a gym in Warwick. Warwick police say video surveillance there showed that interaction, and then they charged him with simple assault or battery. Now, the police report says Alege told them he was interested in the teen's shoes but didn't massage his foot. 12 News learned back in 2009, when Alege was an assistant principal at a high school in Tampa, Florida, he was accused by 5 boys of popping or cracking their toes as a form of punishment. And my colleague Tim White asked Rhode Island Education Commissioner Angelica Infante Green if they knew of these incidents when Alege was hired here back in 2020, and if they would have hired him knowing those charges.
I was not aware at the time of these allegations. Given where we are today, probably not. You know, that's all I can say. You know, hindsight is 2020. I did not know about the allegations at the time. Here we are, and could we have made a better choice?
Now, you also see in that video, in the interview with Tim White, Harrison Peters. He's the superintendent of Providence Public Schools, and he knew Alege when they both worked in Florida some time ago. You'll hear from him about this latest allegation against Alege in the next half hour. Live in Warwick this morning, I'm Kate Walsh, 12 News.
Looking ahead now, former school administrator in Providence Public Schools is going to be in court today. Olayinka Alege is accused of inappropriately touching a teen boy's foot at the gym and has a history of so-called toe popping. 12 News reporter Kate Walsh live outside of Kent County Courthouse. He's set to be arraigned on the incident that happened back in April.
Well, Alege was arrested on Monday for that incident on April 20th, and he was charged with simple assault or battery, which is a misdemeanor charge. Now, this whole incident happened at a gym in Warwick, so that's why he's expected to be arraigned here at Kent County Courthouse in Warwick today. Now, according to the police report, the 40-year-old Olayinka Alege approached a teen boy at that gym, asked about his shoes, and then picked up his foot, took off his shoes, and massaged his foot for about 40 seconds. The report says Alege denied massaging the foot, saying he was simply interested in the boy's shoes. Now, 12 News learned back in 2009, when Alege was an assistant principal at a Tampa, Florida high school, 5 boys reported he would punish them by popping or cracking their toes in private. He was hired in Providence in 2020 and resigned yesterday amidst these new allegations. My colleague Tim White asked Superintendent of Providence Public Schools Harrison Peters about these allegations. They knew each other back in Florida.
When I had gotten to Tampa, it was nearly 10 years prior to that. He had stellar reputation. Even when I got to Providence and I called back and did a reference check, he'd got glowing recommendations, great performance evaluations.
Now, you also saw there, Tim White spoke with the the Department of Education Director, Angelica Infante Green. She said she was not aware of the toe-popping allegations back in Florida, and had she known, she likely wouldn't have him hired here back in 2020. So we'll stay here throughout the morning for you as we await the arraignment here at Kent County Court. Live in Warwick, I'm Kate Walsh, 12 News.